Uh-oh, don't look now, ladies and gentlemen, but the Jets are back. 6-2 win against the Detroit Red Wings. And yes, I know it's Detroit. Yes, they were on a back-to-back, second half of back-to-back with their third-string goalie in. But that was fun. I had a blast watching this game, and it's been a while since I have been able to say that, so I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it before, maybe things, go sideways against New Jersey later on next week. But for right now, we have to admire the play from the top six and really the whole team. But all those guys that were slumping came out today and they showed up big time. Newly constructed lines, they worked today, and I loved these lines. A lot of people were wondering about that Ehlers, Nemestikov, Wheeler line and how that was going to play out, and why is Wheeler on the second line? And I'm one of those people that don't love that Blake Wheeler's in the top six, especially with his play as of late, but that line when Pierre-Luc Dubois was hurt was very good, so I was happy to see that they were put back together, and they ended up being like one of the better lines tonight, definitely. And we're going to talk about everything going on in just a second, but a big win for Winnipeg, and I can't stress enough how important it was to have the excitement back in the building. So they're trying to get Scheifele going, and obviously he's been in a slump, but today that line gets the first goal of the game, the newly constructed first line, and it's a Kyle Connor deflection in front. Jets up 1-0 early on Detroit. They needed that one so bad. Really never scored the first goals of the game, so this was big, and right from there the Jets really never let their foot off the gas. Later in the first, it was, that second line that I was talking about earlier that I said played really well without Pierre-Luc Dubois, ending up scoring a goal. Beautiful dish from Nikolai Ehlers to Blake Wheeler. He hasn't scored in over 20 games. That was big for Blake, and that's going to be a big confidence piece for Blake Wheeler going forward, hopefully. But a big goal for Blake. Beautiful pass by Ehlers. Crazy what happens when we give Nikolai Ehlers some minutes, hey? Crazy what happens. He looked really good tonight, and so did that whole second line. But the Jets up 2-0. Oh, you thought we were done with the first? Not so fast. Mark Scheifele making it 3-0. This man has been getting absolutely destroyed by myself, by the media, by everybody in the city. We're tired of the lazy Mark Scheifele. He looked anything but and really looked great on the wing today. So Mark Scheifele picking up goal number 39 on the year. That is a career high. And the Winnipeg Jets are up 3-0 against the Red Wings. I didn't anticipate such a, urgent start, just because of how the last games have gone, and wow, did Mark Scheifele and that first line, the whole second line, the third line, the fourth line, just come out to play today. That was just a really good first period, and one of the best periods that the Jets have had all season. In the second, the Jets came out right where they left off, and it's Dylan DeMello with a snipe? Dylan DeMello, offensive defenseman Dylan DeMello, roofing it top corner, and the Winnipeg Jets are up 4-0. They're not looking back. This was very good to see. They didn't, choke in the second. They didn't let that good start get away from them. They just kept holding it down. Later on in the second period, 4-0 Winnipeg. Let's make it 5-0 as Nino Niederreiter puts one home. And we are at the point now where this is just a rout. The Winnipeg Jets up 5-0 in the second period. Come on now, we haven't seen this level of dominance in a long time. And again, I know it's Detroit. I know they're on the second half of a back-to-back. But this was fun. The building was into it. It was loud. We had Go Jets Go chants. We didn't have anybody booing anybody off the ice. It was just so refreshing as a fan to be watching this game and seeing that compete and that drive that we know that this team has, but they just have not been showing it the last, roughly 2 months, right? So this has been a ton of fun to watch tonight. 5-0. Nino Niederreiter. What a pickup at the deadline, by the way. Still love that pickup. Heading into the third, the Jets continue the onslaught, and Nikolai Ehlers adds another one. It is now 6-0 Winnipeg. It's all Jets here in Winnipeg. Crowd's going nuts. Crowd's doing the wave. We're having a fun time in Winnipeg. Haven't had a fun time in a little while watching this team. And, hey, 6-0. Don't think that the Red Wings are coming back from this one. The Wings really did try, though. They scored 2 goals in under a minute with about roughly 8 minutes left in the third period. And I was like, oh God, are we witnessing a record-setting, collapse here? But it was not the case. The Jets, had 2 kind of weird goals there. But that is all right. 6-2 is your final here from Winnipeg. It was nice seeing the emotion back in the building, back, on the ice. Just a total different, a total 180 from where the Jets were, last game. And obviously, it is just one game. I'm not, let's pump the brakes a little bit here. Let's not freak out yet. I don't know if they're back yet. But If they go play that way against New Jersey, they got a real good chance to win that game. They just need to keep playing like this. This is the team that started the season. This was the team that we had a lot of fun watching for the first 40 games. So I'm really happy that, you know, we saw a glimpse of them today, and I hope that we see a lot more of this team going forward. So not a real long video here from me, but I just had to point this out. I really wasn't even going to make a video because, you know, the games have been pretty uninspiring lately, but how could I not make one on this game? This one was a ton of fun. I know you had a ton of fun watching it as well, so I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it down in the comments below. Big Ol' Shining Star Award is going to go to... Who's going to go to today? I think we'll give it to Mark Scheifele today. Just because, you know what, he's been under a lot of scrutiny, and he's been under a lot of pressure, and it does seem like, hey, you know what, maybe he woke up a little bit today. He played a real good game, scored a goal, snapped that god-awful no-goal streak for him. I'm going to give it to him today, and Blake Wheeler as a little side, because those two played fantastic today, and those guys take a lot of shit from me, they take a lot of shit from the media, and really everybody, because of, and deservedly so, over the last little while. But tonight they showed up, and they played how we know they can play, so congratulations, gentlemen. Big Ol' Shining Star Award. But that's going to do my video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, as always. Again, leave a comment down below. Would love to hear from you guys. Leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really excited for next game here. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Go Jets, go. Bye-bye.